09-010 Northern Hemisphere season, probably the best season I've had in my career to date. What better place to recap on it than back in my hometown of Wanaka, New Zealand. I said halfway through, that was pretty gay. Wanaka being the small town it is makes it a pretty sweet place to sit back and reflect on the last season that I've had and really take notice of where I've been and what I've accomplished throughout the season. I got to go to all the coolest places with all of my best friends, and as a bonus I skied well at most of the contests. I was able to pick up a couple X Games medals and a couple Dew Tour trophies, as well as winning the overall halfpipe Dew Cup, so it pretty much made it the best competition season that I've ever had. X Games Big Air was a pretty crazy event in itself this year. It was the first time they've ever run that, and the format that they had was nuts. I mean, we had 20 minutes and we pretty much had to do as many jumps as we could, so we were jumping, getting on the sleds, going straight back up to the top, and as soon as you're at the top, everyone at the top's yelling at you to drop in again, so no one really had any time to think about the tricks they were doing, so the skiing just got out of hand. I ended up doing the best trick that I've ever done, was the switch double cork 14, and yeah, that was definitely probably my favourite event all year. X Games halfpipe's always such a good event. You just drop in and everything seems to go blank really. You don't really think. You've already planned out your run and you just kind of let it rip, man. I like to describe it as kind of being like a pinball, getting shot into a pinball machine and just bouncing off the sides, and I guess it's kind of cliche to say that you get in the zone, but you really do, man. You don't actually think anything, you just go. And then you don't hear anybody in the crowd, you don't hear anything, everything's silent. And then when you land your last trick at the bottom, as soon as your skis touch the ground, that's when you switch back into reality and you just hear the crowd going nuts. It's a pretty cool feeling. The European leg of the trip this year was definitely one of the most memorable. We got entertained by Atomic at the Austrian Free Ski Open. We got to chill in igloos, party in castles. And then the first European X Games was definitely an experience, and I was glad that I could be there for it. The pipe event at European X Games this year took a little bit of a turn. My little brother Byron ended up beating me. It's not that cool when your little brother beats you, but I was really proud of him. Seeing him step into his zone and lay down a really sick run that can compete against the world's best was a pretty amazing feeling, so definitely stoked for him. So the New Zealand season here is not quite as busy for me. There's a couple of contests, but other than that I just ski with my friends, ski with my bros, and just hang out in Wanaka. It's a pretty nice place to relax here. It's really peaceful and it's cool just to hang out and call this place home.